Well, I thought I was recording. We had bees look like they was like a little swarmy coming out of there. I wasn't sure. I couldn't tell anything was actually coming out. They were swarming around it. This is a dead out or an abscon, and actually in the next couple of mornings I was going to come pull frames out of it. And now we got a lot of bees going in and out of it, and they had moved over here closer to it, but now they've gone back here, and looks like they're kind of confused on where to land. We're just gonna give them a few minutes and see where they congregated right in here first, and then they started spreading out. We just give them a few minutes to see where they land. Oh yeah, looks like we're gonna be right up in here. Be a good deal if they stay right there. Another September swarm. And I didn't have my camera with me. I actually went in that colony. That if they came out of that end long hive, it didn't look like that strong of a colony. All of them needed a little food. That's why I started feeding a little bit. Oh yeah, I see them now. Gonna be a little bitty swarm. Look. It'll probably be about twice that size when they all get landed. I'll give them a minute. I'll either get a box or just vacuum them up. All right, if they'll stay, we'll be right back. Hey y'all, it's me again, Joey. Just rode by the bee yard just a few minutes ago and saw another September swarm. Anyway, they landed about this high, and we'll go ahead and catch them. Now I was thinking about just getting a nuke box and catch them, but I got a new toy here that I actually was saving. Let me turn this down. I don't know if y'all can hear me good. There we go. I actually was saving this toy for March. I opened it up when I got home with it and was gonna charge the battery. They got me everything to be back. But I think it's a small swarm, so I think I may catch it with this just to kind of get the practice. It would be easy to probably just dump them in a box and go. I might want to practice with this thing. But let me go ahead and get it together here and get all the stuff out of it, because I just kind of put it all back away after I got everything charged up. I'm not even going to try to put that on right now because it's pretty low. Most of you've seen videos, what they look like. They have the chicken wire inside, would give bees place to land, crawl around on. It's got the gate valve here where your vacuum goes. It's got this little screen, inner screen, I think it calls it, I'm not quite sure. But it goes right down in here. When you get through vacuuming, you can just take the lid off and carry them this way. Or you can leave the motor running. This plugs right in here. It's kind of hard for me to do with my rheumatoid, but I can get it in there. And you can use whatever tip you want to use on it. This is the head he's got designed now on this model. I think it's pretty clean, pretty neat and clean. But, this will screw in right in here. It doesn't take a whole lot to snug it down, then it'll work fine. But let's get out there and see if the bees are still on the limb. If they are, we'll go ahead and use this thing. Pretty sure I'm going to use this thing and pick them up. It's just a little small ball of bees. What is that? Looks like an old dead bee. It's just a small ball of bees, and we'll decide when we get out there what we're going to do. I'll take this with me. I almost forgot to show you this. It came with two different attachments. One and a short one. And another feature that's on this thing, that's on here, you can actually, when that hose wants to fight you and go a certain way, you can actually pivot your attachment whichever way you want it to go. You don't have to fight that hose. That's pretty neat too. Alright, let's go get the bees. Y'all ready? Let's go. Okay, we got our back ready. I'm just going to be setting it on the ground here. I'll get it situated. But we'll look around, make sure I don't miss the queen. I'm probably just going to suck her up in there, but if I can see her walking around, I'll clip her. I'm not seeing her anywhere, but I'm halfway blind anyway. Just kind of give you an idea what size the swarm is. I can cover them up with my hand. And he told me the best way to do swarms is just to pull them up like this. And that's probably what I'll try to do. It's not like I'm trying to do a cutout or removal. So let's go ahead and turn it on. That's wide open. I'll try to start it right in there and see how it works. Y'all ready? This thing gets them in there pretty fast. kind of gather back on there. I may have to put the little nozzle on it because some of them limbs are getting in the way. Yeah, kind of sped it up too, that might have helped. My old vacuum that I built myself, I kind of know exactly how much pressure I want to put on it. This is kind of new to me, so. I'm trying not to get in y'all's way. I tell you, you don't know how many times I've caught swarms out of bushes like this and wish I did have my vacuum with me. He said you could actually, catching a swarm, you could actually put it wide open for just a little while, but you didn't want to stay too long for the bees inside. Let me get a little bit faster. And the whole time I'm looking for my queen, so if I can catch her, I'll catch her. Look again, see if I see her anywhere. Hard to say. I ain't seen it yet though. I'm gonna see if I can pull this down a little bit. Right through. Already have her. I'm gonna turn it down. Alright, let me back this camera up. And what he told me, if I get the queen, you see them? They starting to land. I can't even see them. He said if I got the queen, eventually they'll come land down here. Looks like a hurt bee. No, she ain't hurt. Let me look in here good. I'll let those bees land. We'll give them just a minute. Very few flying around, maybe about 20. I'll let them get landed again. Alright, let's take a break. Turn it wide open to get them views. I forgot I still had my truck running. None of them landing here, but they flying around it. Okay, there's really no bees up in the bush anymore. I don't know if you can see that, but there's really not that many flying around. Let's move it out here. Not that many flying around this thing. None that I can catch anyway. They just keep flying around it and flying on. They just have to go back home, because I'm fixing to take what we got. Alright, I'm going to make sure I don't have bees climbing out the thing here. And turn it wide open. Alright, I'm going to pull this out. Get it away from this trash. And close it. Now, I'm just going to leave it running while I get them back to the house. I think I'm going to put them in a nuke box in my front yard where I had that nuke that I sold, that video I did. I think that's where I'm going to put them. Alright, well, I picked up a few things around here. Had them sitting in the truck with the vacuum still running. But now, y'all in the picture. What we're going to do, go ahead and turn this off. This is closed. That many bees in here. It's hard to see down in that screen. The bulk of the bees are right in here. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. With that sun shining on them. But the bulk of the bees are on the wall right over here. Back to the all I've got in here right now. A couple of foundation frames. It's just plastic and wax on this side. A little bit of comb. This is the center one. It's a good brood comb. Just pulled it out of the freezer about an hour ago. And another one come out of the freezer. That may be more than they need to handle. I'm gonna dump them in here. Right now, the pots looks like it needs cleaning out a little bit. Now I'm going to try to dump them in there. I'm going to put my veil on. I'll be right back. Now, a lot of people will spray a little sugar water in here. I got sugar water, but I don't have a sprayer right now. So what I'm going to do is kind of knock them down to the bottom and then try to pour them in there. Now we're going to let them get settled down. I gotta get out of the way. They're already calling her to the box. There's about a dozen in there. I'll put it over here somewhere. Got their tails up. I'm going to slide this box backwards a little bit. Some of them going under the bottom. There we go. I let them all get in, then I look for the queen. Might cage her up for a day or so. I'll also give them a little sugar water. All right, there she is. I don't know if you can see that in there, but she's laying eggs. Let's go over a few things. I might have kind of brushed through it in the beginning, but here's the vacuum. It's the way he did that with the basically 2 lids, and he made a compartment for all the battery and the vacuum to go in. He's got his speed right here. Plug in for a charger here, and you could plug a remote in right here, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But it's got the little basket that goes in it, and it with the cage in there, and that basket just sits down flush in there and locks the bees in there and keeps them from getting hung up on that. It gives you a larger surface. And what I may have not showed you earlier, this gate has holes drilled in it, so when you're running it, it sucks air through here and you keep that fresh air flowing. I may have missed over that too. Now, pretty much covered that. He has a basic model. I'm not going to screw that in yet. He did show me, I do this better if it's on the floor, but he did show me that if you're pointing, got this at the front, the gate at the front, you line it up here and then you just back it up a little bit and it backs up to the threads, and then you can just screw it in. Oops. But for some reason, it's too close to me, I guess, and I can't see good. But when it's down on the ground or the floor, I can get it going good. And see, when it feels tight, you can lift up a little bit and it turns some more. But I personally, he didn't tell me this, but I wouldn't try to just get real tight with it, because it's gonna seal good if you got it pretty much on. Now, what I was going to cover. The basic model comes with what you see here, the charger and the hose. That's the basic. It has what's called what does he call that? The go-getter model. That's his mid model. It's all this. What did I do with it? Here we go. It's the harness. I'm not even going to take it out of the bag right now. I'll probably wait till I have to use it before I ever take it out. It's the harness and the remote. I knew y'all was going to be wanting to know about the remote. But the remote plugs in. Right here where I showed you. Plugs in right there. Now when you got it plugged in, you can reel this out and hook it on your shirt, or hook it on the harness when you're wearing it, or whatever. Or what you want to hook it on. But it'll just turn on right there. Operates the same way as that dial right there will. Closed. The same thing. It just gives you better access if you have it strapped to your back. That'll help you a lot right there. Now that's the mid model. Now he has the pro model or professional model. It comes with another bucket, You can go on his website, All My Bees, and see all the information you need to know about it. Now, I like the vacuum. I really do. I don't have any complaints about it. I've watched Jeff use it a few times. I've watched Randy McCaffrey, 628 Dirt Rooster. I've watched him use it several times. A lot of times, matter of fact, probably as many as y'all have. But I've watched the videos that he has on his website, All My Bees. And I tell you, I don't think I could come up with a complaint with it. It's so easy on the bees. Now, well, that's it for this. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.